Hello, welcome back. Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of Journey into the Mind with Francis Mahan. Today, this conversation will be so much about my book, but it will be reflecting on the fact of the effects of our mental well being in regards to the crisis we are going. I say crisis because it is a fact that we don't know the outcome of the circumstances of what's going on with the COVID. We are facing uncertain times, and it is something that is out of our control. It is easy to say that perhaps we should let go, not worry about it, not stress about it, not think about it, and find ways to overcome what is happening. Of course, we can do that. I believe that we all possess the resiliency to be able to deal with what is going on. Otherwise, we won't be here and we won't survive. However, we have to take under consideration the fact that we have lost a lot of lives and we're still not clear as to what is the outcome of this. I like to consciously and in unity be able to express my gratitude to those who have put their life on the line and left their family to take care of those who are in dire need of their assistance, such as healthcare workers and many others who are in the health and caring business or profession, such as myself. Understand that when we go out, we are putting ourselves on the line for the rest of those that we care for. Is it stressful? Of course it is. There is the concern of what if we don't know what could happen when we go out. We go to the grocery, we go to public places. We have to understand that although we're caring for someone, we could become a victim of circumstances as to what is happening with the COVID 19 and the infection outside. Although we may take all the precautionary measures, we still putting ourselves on danger. In times of uncertainty, like war or a pandemic like we have today, we worry about what if. We worry about our families, we worry about the outcome, we worry about the future, and we worry about ourselves. However, there are ways to deal with this worry. We can worry, we can process the information, we can listen to the news, we can understand what is happening, not to indulge into every source of information that is out there that can create more stress into our lives. Because as a result of that, we will have a stressor build up, and that can have a negative effect on our hormones, in our physical, mental, and spiritual well. All of them, all of them, all three. How do we mend the spiritual, mental, and physical well balance that can affect some of our organs, that can affect any illness that we have? It is being known through the professional medical that it is a fact that whenever you have a problem with your stomach, or you have diabetes, you have a heart problem, and you have any form of a stress, whatever area in your body is affected is going to be at a very critical state because of the stressor, because of building up all the stress in your body. It is as if your hormones are telling your body They are on a downward spiral. Therefore, whatever is affecting you, it is going to get worse. There are ways we can release that. We can take 3 deep breaths. I myself have known to take 3 deep breaths before I go to sleep, and it relaxes my mind. It keeps me in balance. What the breath does is it sends oxygen to the brain, and in turn, it relaxes your body and it brings you back to balance. It also helps you think more clearly and more coherent. Because the fact is that when we are stressed, it reflects in our behavior around people around us and even ourselves. We may not be aware that it is due to a stress that we're behaving a certain way. Or when we relax, we let go of that stressor that's affecting our hormones and our body, our mental well being, and our spiritual well being. And we come back to be more coherent in the knowing that at any given time, we can get information from professionals that will tell us what to do. It is imperative that we follow what they tell us. They know better. They are professional. They have studied the organism. They have studied the causes of previous pandemic, and they know precisely some of the outcome because they, we know, they do not know all the outcome of the COVID-19. As I say, we survived previous pandemics, such as the 1918 pandemic of the influenza or the Spanish influenza. And we are here today. We are still here, and we will survive anything that comes our way. We have to remain in a good spiritual well being balance in order to deal with what is going on. I don't care who you are, where you come from, your religion, or what is going on in your life today. Every one of us will be affected at the fact to understand that there are so many people losing loved ones that they cannot even say goodbye. It is heartbroken, but we have to understand that in situations like this one with the pandemic, lives will be lost. And some people will make it and others will not. And we have to confine to the emotional and mental understanding as to how to process this. We have to understand the process of death. And for those who have close family, they have to understand the emotional process of how to deal with the loss, how to feel the emptiness of that person that is no longer there, of the process of how they're feeling, what's going on with their emotions. And a lot of them are going to need psychological help. It's difficult to deal with this. I have to share with you something that is so important. I don't know precisely how it came about, but I say in my last book that I published in December 2019 that some of the most important professions that will be available in the near future will be such as coach, psychologists, therapists, and psychiatrists. I wrote this on the fact of what could happen if we had some impact with artificial intelligence and how people behave, how we are transformed, how we will be changed. And we are being changed and we are being transformed and we are using artificial intelligence today. There are so many input and so much information in that book that I projected and I see it happening today. I don't know how it came about, but the information is there. I like to say to you today in comfort of those that have been lost, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that we can survive what is happening, that we will survive, and that our resiliency will give us the support, the power, and the strength to deal with this and anything else that comes our way. Take a deep breath, do some meditation, exercise, breathe, and let go of the information that is not pertinent to your everyday substance for living. There are other things you can do to endure what is happening today. I thank you once again for listening. This is Francis Mahan from A Journey into the Mind. Have a wonderful evening.